Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. I'm going to start, finally, and I apologize, a series on hacking aircrete, and I just want to cover a little bit here about where I want to go with it. And that is that 17 years ago, going on 17 years ago now, I had a vision. It was not a dream. I was wide awake about 3:33 in the morning, and I saw an underground home and a refugee couple coming toward me. They curl around and see the entryway, the welcome mat, and what was given to me that I knew in that vision was that the home was made for them, whoever got there first. So I'm just showing here an underground home. And if you see the mouse there, I'll show you this in the next slide. This is pretty neat because that's a southern exposure there. That's a geodesic dome looking greenhouse. There's a shot of it from the south. And over here you can see the entryway. Anyway, just to give you an idea of the things that could be done, given lots and lots of money. But that's a small place there, and I say that there's other shots of underground homes, of course. In a hole in the ground lived the Hobbit, and not a dark, musty, dreary hole, but it was a Hobbit hole, and that meant warmth and comfort. I don't have a screenshot of that right now. There is a earth bag house that I've seen that is shaped very much like that. It's an underground home. So, idea being you can earth berm. And sorry about that. I don't know where to go here. I'll pause it. All right. We need to look at various ways and combined ways of building houses. So this is one method of blocks, dry stack blocks, Hainer Block Corporation. They staged a home building event in Napa, California, simulating third world building conditions. A crew of only 5 laborers, supervised by 1 mason, constructed the 8-foot interior and exterior walls of a 2-bedroom home in just 3 hours. To accomplish this feat, the crew used only common materials, simple tools. And I'm just going to do a quick screenshot. Developed by Dr. Juan Hainer. I believe he's from Romania or somewhere. With their dry stack blocks, they allow for placement of rebar immediately, both vertically and horizontally. So there's the walls finished, and then of course the roof was another time and another day. And that's where all I wanted to go on that one. Pause. Okay, here's another example. Now this is a whole house. And these are cellular lightweight concrete panels. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. Home sweet home. Completely finished in 7 days. That is going to cut down on, cost considerably labor, especially when you're not having a whole army of guys out there. Now, in this case here, they have here's a whole army of people, but I think this is 13 people. This is insulated concrete form. Well, let's say those forms were regular concrete and the inside was poured with foamcrete. The foamcrete, CLC, cellular lightweight concrete, aircrete, would provide your insulation, and 2 concrete shields would provide your stability. And we would just be reversing what they're doing here. They're putting insulation on the outside also as a form holder and concrete on the inside. But yeah, it's fast. Yeah, it's efficient. But yeah, it's very expensive. So when you build home, build it to last. Yeah, I agree with that one. Come on, sorry. All right. So pause again. Okay, now here is where one of the things where I really want to get to. This is a mold that makes 5 interlocking castellated blocks at the same time. They've just dipped it in a mold release, like oil, whatever the mold release is. They use vegetable oil in a lot of cases. So they've dipped it. I'm just going to go through this real quick. Spraying. That was the mold release. Here they're dipping it. Unstacking them. They put in PVC pipes. They lay them all out flat. This is a facility that can make 700 blocks in one day. That gray bar there, and the guy is just about ready to put the next one in, is a separator. It's the exact same level as the top of the molds, and you'll see that. Now they're filling them with foamcrete, aircrete. Some of these will make larger blocks, and will make like instead of 5, 10. The mold is bigger, and then or it can make 12. In other words, there's 6 in one, or 5. These are 5 or 6 in the main mold. But if you have a bigger mold that makes bigger blocks, you can put a divider in it and make 10 or 12 at the same time. Okay. So now they're screeding it, or a guy's going to be screeding it. Okay. At this point, they're dried, they're finished, and they're screeded, and that means the guy here with a thing, he's leveling it off. That's in concrete terms, that's screeding, SCREED. Okay, the guy's filling it, the guy's screeding it, then the guy's pulling the dividers out. Sorry. Oh. Go. I'm sure I could figure out how to do this some other way, but I don't know. I can't get it to. All right. Flipping the dividers out, and then they're all straight out, and then they cover them with plastic. Here they're cured now. The guy's pulling the pipes out. These two guys are going to demold them. They take the mold apart, ends off, sides off. This guy's just about to take that side off. Now he's taking the inner dividers out, so there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dividers. Well, 1 on either end. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, they're just taking them apart. Now they have bang, 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 5 blocks. Okay, they're castellated. Like I said, they're awesome. Palletizing them, shrink wrapping them, cleaning the mold off, resetting it up for another run the next day. So those are phenomenal, really phenomenal. And those molds are available somewhere other than in the United States, everywhere else except in our country, which is something that is very irritating with looking at this whole thing. They're packing them. Oh, get something smoother to run this on. Man. Okay. I don't want to get into that one right now. All right. There are interlocking blocks of many types. This one has let's say these are 8 inches tall. They have a 4-inch and an 8-inch. So they put one 4-inch down along there where you can see the mouse in the bottom right, and then an 8-inch. Uh-oh, what did I do? No, not cool. Okay. Here's a real simple one. These are square. They're castellated. They're solid, but they can be done with aircrete. So they're reversible too. See, you've got the divot up here and the post down here. And they got two blocks. Big one little one, square one, for making your ends. Pretty neat. I mean, that's about as brain dead simple as you can get. Here's foam concrete core interlocking panels. And that's it on that. All right. Pause. All right. This is a mold that I really, in fact, I intend to put an order together and import these. They're from South Africa. This is called Stumble Block. STUMBELBLOC. Stumble Block. Okay. They're castellated, interlocking. They have a big opening in the middle. I believe they make them out of just regular concrete. But if it was a glass fiber reinforced or a basalt fiber reinforced, with a good formula, I believe they could be made out of bearcrete. Now, the thing about these is they're also, quote unquote, dry stack, no skills involved. They're kind of self-leveling, they say. You kind of rock them back and forth. But what they're doing is they're dipping it in mortar. So, yeah, they're mortar. They're not really dry stacked, but they could be dry stacked and then sprayed with a, a surface bonding. Very, very, very fast. The product can be used for any house, impact on a rural area. Just, here's a facility with like hundreds and hundreds of these molds. So it depends on how many molds you have. What they have figured out is that you can make 30, let's say 30, if you have 80 molds, 60 molds, or 120 molds, whatever, you can make 30 blocks a day or 40 blocks a day. They got to dry cure for 24 hours. So this is, to me, one of probably the most impressive. You trowel over there. You can see they're kind of beveled. So at least it really looks to me like they are. So you got to do a surface, resurface them, which would be true of anything, but they're fast. You can build a pond with it in 1 hour. Build a house in like a day. So they would be very fast. They'd be very strong, being castellated. And of course, if you wanted to, you could fill the insides of those holes with more aircrete if you really felt like the bottom of it or whatever. They can take rebar, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So pause on that. And now I want to touch on just a thing that this stuff is available all over the world, except in America. This is one I ran across. These are AAC, autoclaved aerated concrete blocks. They're big. Etong is the first one I ran across. And I'm just going to zip through this. Here's the homeowner coming in, and the guy throws a block at him and says, here. And the guy, well, that's pretty easy. I can help. He goes, yeah, you can help. So it's kind of a comedy thing. Very cute. I mean, it goes through everything from the foundation to the final product, laying the foundation, pouring it, and I had about 100 screenshots of that. Now you go from that to, that was one company, and again, like those are very specialized. I'm not rolling anymore. What's going on? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Okay. Eton, they're getting up here. These are like steamed. Well, I would say steamed.